Greetings everyone, and welcome to part 3 of Mega Man and Bass. Now before we head off to our next level, let's go visit the shop. Welcome home, Mega Man. In exchange for the screws you have gathered, I'll create items for you. I really want to play video games with you, so defeat King as soon as you can. Well, we'll do, Otto. I'll probably have them done by nighttime at least, so we can have an all-night marathon it. Alright, I should probably talk about these items right here. Of course, the helmet is spare body, aka an extra life. That is the good old energy balancer, and if you've been watching my playthroughs, you know what that item's all about. And of course, next to that is the exit, which means that if you beat the Robot Master's level and you go back to said level after you kill the Robot Master, you can leave whenever you want. So it's always good to have that. Next to it is an item, a new item, called the Shock Guard. It's essentially, well, let me put it this way. When you equip that, if you touch an insta-kill spike, it will not insta-kill you. You'll just take some damage. That's the good news. The bad news is, well, you can only use it once, and once you use it up, well, you're in trouble. So that's why it's so cheap. 10 screws. Alright, that thing next to it, though, it's the comm system that will allow you to talk to Roll. So, okay, that's interesting. And next to that is the item presenter. It makes a special ball that pretty much contains some items and some energy items and whatnot. And you can only use it once in a level, which means bleh. Anyway, now we have our next Robot Master, Pirate Man. Arr, shiver me timbers. Okay, not doing a pirate voice. It's annoying and it hurts my throat. And I have said that before, folks. You know, it's kind of weird going through Pirate Man stage because lately I've been on a pirate kick, as it were. I've just done a review of part 1 of the Sonic Universe Pirate arc that features Blaze the Cat. And I've also gone through a little marathon of watching Pirate of the Caribbean movies. All 4 of them. And in my opinion, I still say the original one, The Curse of the Black Pearl, it's still my favorite. It has its own charm, as it were. So yeah, Pirate Man stage. Your typical underwater level. Borrows a lot of enemies from Aquaman stage. And, well, the good or bad news, depending on how you take it, Mega Man cannot swim in this level. So, goody? Maybe? I don't know. So, yeah. Anyway, back there, the path actually splits into whether you are playing Mega Man and Bass. Of course, Mega Man has to take the lower path because, well, it has a slidable area, and Bass has to take the upper area due to the double jumping and his dash feature. So, yeah, I like it. I like that sometimes that levels have their own little things that if you're playing this character, you have to go this way. If you're playing as that character, you have to go this way. I kind of like it, so, yeah. Actually, this level is actually pretty short when you think about it. Because, before, well, not... Well, we'll be at Pirate Man's battle area before you before you can blink. Unfortunately, though, I kind of goof off in a little bit. Because, well, you'll see right here. But first of all... Robot whales. I was wondering when you guys would show up. I mean, it makes sense because, well, whales are an aquatic creature, and they don't fly, so, yeah. Alright, anyway, we have this gimmick right here, bubbles. Basically, if Mega Man is in a bubble, well, you can control him in a certain direction. And if the bubble touches anything, and I do mean anything, it will pop right away. And you can also pop the bubble yourself when you're inside it. Of course, we have these mimic chests. Oh, goody. Why are you here? Don't you belong in an RPG or something? Or at least Mega Man Legends? Yeah. Yeah, this game, Mega Man and Bass, was released in Japan in 1998. 1 year after Mega Man Legends came out for the PlayStation. So, that's weird. Of course, I'm going to be doing this wrong because, well, what I'm supposed to be doing is use these platforms at a certain point so I can just jump across, because remember, we're back to good old Mega Man is jumping higher underwater physics. Because, yeah. Of course, I'm not too worried about the spikes here because remember, I have the Shark Guard. I have protection against the spikes, so that's always nice. And this is past me not paying attention to his surroundings, and I will be here a little while. So while I dilly-dally here, I'm going to talk about Pirate Man. Alright, Pirate Man is a robot master from King's Army with the appearance of a pirate captain. Duh! He was created to attack cargo vessels at sea. He is fearless and ruthless and will do whatever it takes to reach his goals. He loves making profit and despises doing anything fairly because, you know, pirates are scoundrels. And yeah. It's believed that he was the one responsible for many attacks to ships that occurred during King's Rebellion. Pirate Man and Dive Man don't get along, as they have opposite principles regarding the sea. Pirate Man, let's see, his stage is located at the bottom of the ocean, and he battles underwater in the room containing his treasure hoard. Pirate Man's weapon is Remote Mind, a remote control bomb that he usually fires 3 times in a row, and he can also attack by rolling inside a giant bubble while underwater and bounce around the room, using his arm to fill the room with water when the water level is too low to use his bubble attack. If he is hit by a weight burner, as you're about to see here, during his bubble attack, then the bubble will burst and Pirate Man will hit his head on the floor. Yeah, weight burner is this guy's weakness, and, well, at least physics somewhat makes sense. You don't see flames underwater, so at least the Mega Man universe is obeying that to an extent. I mean, I'm sure there are times that flame weapons work in water, so yeah. And as you saw earlier, as I was making the correct way to Pirate Man's stage, I hit a spike and I did not die. That was good old Shark Guard in action. And because I used it up, well, I have to buy another one in order to protect Mega Man from future spike encounters. And the same thing applies to Bass. You know, as a matter of fact, I will actually show off Bass's shop right now, in fact, because despite having a number of the same items available for both Mega Man and Bass, they each have their own unique, well, items to choose from. Now, as you can see here, Bass has another row of items he can choose from, and I believe if I have defeated Pirate Man and went back to the shop as Mega Man, the second row for his item shop will also fill up as well. And we get a whole bunch of new items too. Let's see here. That weird thing on the very left on the second row, that's the enemy analyzer, which can analyze enemy attacks. The energy ball is the super recover, which allows you to recover more health than usual. The fire guy is the counterattack, meaning that if you get damaged a lot, your attack power will increase. The next item that looks like a cloud, that's actually a Bass exclusive item, which is known as the high speed dash, which allows Bass to dash faster. The next one, that was a ladder. It's known as that's known as the step booster, which allows Bass to climb ladders faster. Okay. And Trouble, of course, is the Trouble boost, which allows Bass and Trouble to fuse. So there's that. Anyway, now that we are done with the shop for now, we're going to tackle Ground Man. And don't worry, folks. The reason I'm not buying a lot of things right now is because I don't have enough bolts. But, trust me, that will change later on. I will get a massive amount of bolts and I will spend. Alright, this section right here of Ground Man's stage, well, there's quicksand. Thankfully, it does not kill the heroes quick enough. But if you, in fact, you have to actually do what I just did here. You have to let base sink in just enough so that he can get under this pillar, and he can just go across no problem. Now, of course, Mega Man has to slide, so there's that. And, of course, we have these sections here with these centipede, millipede robot things. Basically, we have to position our robots in such a way that, well, they do not get hit by these things. I mean, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's difficult. Now, what I find difficult about using base from the Mega Man and base version of this game is, well, the dash, you just tap the direction button twice and he dashes. I mean, sometimes it works, other times it's just, it can be a real nuisance. But, hey, I pretty much got the hang of it for the most part. I mean, there are times where the dash has failed me. So, yeah. Alright, coming up is the mini-boss of this section. And the mini-boss here is actually the mother centipede thing. So, yeah. Now, depending on how you handle this mini-boss, it really depends on who you are playing with. With Mega Man, I mean, he has the advantage of charge shots, which means he can kill this thing a lot quicker. Base, on the other hand, he has the advantage of multi-directional shooting, so he can use that to his advantage. And this mother centipede thing, well, it definitely has patterns, and dodging, it's all a matter of recognizing which pattern it's using and just, well, make sure you don't get hit, and that's the key here. Ugh. And of course, with base, it's going to take a little longer because, again, his shots are a little bit weaker but more rapid fire. So while I probably should mention this first right quick. Occasionally, this thing will spit out some eggs, which you can destroy to destroy these little tiny millipede little things, and you can destroy them quickly. So, I mean, it's especially easier to destroy with base because you can shoot downward, so that's always nice. Okay, let's see here. Let's talk about our next robot master here, Ground Man. Let's see. He is a robot master created by King to excavate ruins, but sometimes hoards treasure that he finds for his own personal collection without consulting his leader. Ooh, shame, shame, shame. He likes excavating with passion and only stops when ordered to do so. He's said to be the most powerful robot from King's army. Really? Okay. Ground Man is a deep thinker, but hardly ever speaks and is very unsociable. His main weapon is the spread drill, a drill-like missile that can separate into smaller drills. He can also transform into a small drill-shaped machine, being invincible during the attack, and uses a giant drill when in the ceiling. And it also says here that his designer wanted to call Ground Man Drill Man, but we already had a Drill Man in Mega Man 4, so yeah. Okay. As we just saw here, we have floors that, well, basically force base to fall downward. But again, his double jump is a godsend. And then we just picked up an extra life, and that flame thing right there, well, that contained a CD, so I already got it as Mega Man. And now we have the puzzle room. Basically, we have to shoot these white totems to progress, and the red one opens the door. However, using base, we can shoot downward to destroy a hidden totem right there, and take an alternate pathway, avoiding this whole puzzle gimmick altogether. Now here's the thing. I didn't find out about this route until I was actually doing a little research and refreshing for this playthrough. I'm serious, I never knew that existed. I was watching Pink Kitty Rose's playthrough of this game. Well, the Rockman and Forte version, you know, the one that had the camera zoomed out so you can pretty much see everything. And I didn't know about this secret room that you can pretty much go to as base. And it's like, really? I can go that way? I never knew that. So, I mean, how could you know that path existed? I mean, in the Game Boy version of this game, the screen is so zoomed in you couldn't see those hidden things, and you know, it kind of makes me wish I had I kind of wish I played the Rockman Forte version, because at least you get to see everything. But alas, I've only played the Game Boy version, and the Game Boy version is the version I'll be playing for my channel. So yeah. And what enemy placement, a Sniper Joe right there. Oh goody. And if you move forward a little bit, like I'm about to do so right here, you get to see these things break apart the ground, which means that, oh boy, cheap level design here, folks. But thankfully, I have the double jump, remember? And past me keeps forgetting that I have the double jump. But it doesn't really matter. Here we are. We have finally made it to Ground Man stage. Now, his weakness is, again, remote mind. And the best way to do it is just to plant the remote mine on him. And whenever he tries to get into the ground from above or below, he can take massive damage that way. See? Or you can also detonate it yourself if you want to take damage so quick. If you want him to take damage even quicker. I mean, it's up to you, really. As you can see, you just saw the tank form, and there's that giant drill I mentioned earlier. It's like, okay, giant drill. Seriously? It's like, how is he able to produce that? I mean, did he just transform his entire body into a giant drill? Is the giant drill just waiting up there in the ceiling, and he has to just insert himself into said giant drill? It's like, in case of super fighting robots, insert yourself into giant drill to kill them. It's like, okay. So yeah, that was Ground Man. And of course we get to see spread drill in action, since he never got a chance to actually shoot it. As you can see, it spreads apart. So yeah. And I just realized we are halfway done. We have killed half of the Robot Masters. So yeah, well, I'll see you in part 4, everyone.